Well, hello, Class N, there at St. Boniface. Hello, years 3 and 4 in Class N. How are you? Very Merry Christmas from everyone here at the North Pole. And a very Merry Christmas to your grown-ups, to Miss Iqbal, to Mrs. Coyle and Mrs. Hernandez and Mrs. Corrigan. Very Merry Christmas to you all. Now, I hear from your grown-ups you've been working very hard this term, is that right? I hear you're swimming. You've been working very hard on your swimming. I would love to go swimming here at the North Pole, but you know, once you've dug through the snow to get to the water, it's a little bit chilly on the toesies, so I tend not to swim. I would love to have a swim though. I'd love to go somewhere nice and sunny one summer when I'm not working so hard and go for a swim. Now, I also hear that year 4 have been learning brass instruments, is that right? Tooting on trumpets and twiddling on trombones. They are my favourite kind of instruments, brass instruments, because they remind me so much of Christmas. Oh yes, it sounds like you have been working so hard that you may be in line for a Christmas New Year's treat, I hear. I hear there may be possibly a Class N fish tank if you've been working so hard. But don't tell the grown-ups I told you that. That's our little secret Class N, you hear? Oh, Chief Elf, yes, Chief, I'll ask, Chief Elf, I'll ask. Chief Elf has asked me to ask you a favour. Have you all written me your Christmas lists? If you have, wonderful, and if you haven't, do not worry. There is still plenty of time. Put pen to paper and get your list to me, because it will be lovely to know what all of you want for Christmas, because it sounds like, because you've all been working so hard this year, that you'll all be on the good list and not a single one of you will be on the you-know-what list this year. Well done, Class N. Very well done indeed. Now, we've been working hard here too. And while we are working hard, we try and cheer ourselves up and keep our spirits up by trying to think of the silliest, funniest Christmas joke possible. And today, this year, we have crowned our winner. Would you like to hear the silliest joke we found this year? Are you ready? How do snowmen get around? They ride an icicle. An icicle.
What a wonderful message from Santa. Now, would you like a story?
The Christmasaurus by Tom Fletcher and Shane DeVries. Santa and his reindeer live up north as far as you can go, in a place that's full of magic and where quite a lot of snow. But Santa and his reindeer do not live there on their own, for there's a special dinosaur that also calls it home. He is the Christmasaurus, and he's one of a kind. No matter where you look, he'll be the only one you'll find. The Christmasaurus had a wish that someday he might fly and pull the sleigh on Christmas Eve across the winter sky. I'll train you, Santa bellowed. I can show you how it's done. And now that I'm your teacher, let's begin with lesson 1. First, you need to gobble up this flying reindeer food. It's sure to help a dino reach a higher altitude. The Christmasaurus munched, then jumped towards the northern lights. But in a flash of blue, he crashed headfirst into the ice. Santa scratched his fluffy beard. Well, that's a shame, he said. I need to leave. It's Christmas Eve and children are in bed. But not to worry, Santa smiled. No need to look so blue. We'll try again next Christmas when I teach you lesson 2. Spring turned into summer, and autumn whizzed right by. Then it was Christmas once again and time to try to fly. You need to think a happy thought, like Christmas fairies do. If happy thoughts can work for them, I bet they'll work for you. So Christmasaurus thought of fluffy clouds upon his scales. But happy thoughts don't always end like Christmas fairy tales. Ooh. Oh no, that didn't work, said Santa with a sigh. And I'm afraid it's Christmas Eve, so time for me to fly. And with the sleigh packed full of toys to leave beneath the tree, he said, we'll try next Christmas when it's time for lesson 3. Flowers bloomed, sunshine beamed, and leaves turned brown and fell. Then smells of Christmas filled the air, to sounds of jingle bells. We made you wings, sang Santa, they're sure to help you fly. Just flap them like a bird and you will soar across the sky. The Christmasaurus closed his eyes and flapped with all his might. But even Santa's gift of wings could not make him take flight. And so he roared a little cry and shed a frozen tear. He'd have to wait for lesson 4 and try again next year. But as the the elves were loading all the toys upon the sleigh, an idea popped in Santa's brain that wouldn't go away. Christmasaurus, why not come along with us tonight? While I deliver presents, you can feel the thrill of flight. Without a second thought, the Christmasaurus climbed aboard, and with their dino passenger into the sky they soared. Flying in the sleigh was even better than he dreamt, and house by house he watched as down the chimneys Santa went. "Stay in the sleigh," warned Santa. "Now you mustn't go exploring. Wait here while I leave presents for the children inside snoring." Christmasaurus didn't listen. Christmasaurus didn't stay. He fell into a chimney, and then Santa flew away. His ho, ho, ho got quieter the higher that they climbed, not realizing that Christmasaurus had been left behind. Inside the house was quiet, but not everyone was sleeping, for through the twinkling fairy lights a little boy was peeping. He saw the most amazing a child could dream to see, a living, breathing dinosaur next to his Christmas tree. He watched the Christmasaurus staring sadly at the sky, and understood this dinosaur was wishing it could fly. "Hello, are you lost?" he asked the prehistoric creature. "If you want to fly, then maybe I could be your teacher. You don't need magic food or wings or even happy thoughts. In fact, I'm not sure flying is a thing that can be taught. Santa's reindeer only fly if kids like me believe. So if your dream is flying, maybe I'm the thing you need." Midnight came, and Christmas Eve turned into Christmas Day. The boy made reins from fairy lights. His wheelchair was the sleigh. He started to believe perhaps this dinosaur could fly. And just like that, the two of them took off into the sky. They flew back over rooftops and the sleepy streets below to the place that's full of magic, well, and quite a lot of snow. They laughed and sang for hours in the North Pole's glistening glow, but morning was approaching when the boy would need to go. Then Santa said, "The magic doesn't end on Christmas Eve. We're always just a wish away for someone who believes." They climbed aboard the sleigh, and all the reindeers took their places. The elves waved them goodbye with looks of joy upon their faces. And with a smile, the roaring Christmasaurus led the way. The boy had made his wish come true, of pulling Santa's sleigh. And so, the Christmasaurus and his brand new human friend shared a magic Christmas Eve they wished would never end. But the best thing about Christmas is, as each one fades away, you're always getting closer to another Christmas Day.
What a great story, Santa. Have you got anything else? Something funny, maybe?
And now I'd like to read you one of my favorite poems, Snowball. I made myself a snowball, as perfect as could be. I thought I'd keep it as a pet and let it sleep with me. I made it some pajamas and a pillow for its head. Then last night it ran away, but first it wet the bed.
Santa, that was brilliant. That's one of my favourites. Did you enjoy that?
Well, Class N, it's been wonderful to speak to you today on this interweb wiffy thing. I enjoyed it so much. But we have to carry on with all our hard work here at the North Pole because, you know, we've got our very important day coming up. But someone has told me that someone in your class also has a very special day in December. I hear that Julia has a very special day on the 16th of December. So, Julia, from everyone here at the North Pole, have a very, very happy birthday. Very, very happy day. Now, one last thing before I go. Will you do me a big favour, Class N? Will you please make sure you go to bed nice and early on Christmas Eve? Get all tucked up nice and snugly and warm in your nice and warm snuggly beds in your nice and warm snuggly home so I can deliver all the presents that you've asked for on your lists that I'm sure you'll be getting some of because you've been so good this year. Will you do that for me? Thank you, Class N. It's been wonderful to speak to you. Merry Christmas!